It has now been 11 minutes. I was going to gloss coat these again, but then I remembered that is not what we were going to do. Now I'm going to show you the trick that many of you already know, but some of you don't. Okay, a long time ago, there was this stuff called Future floor polish. And it's a, whatever it is, it's acrylic or something. But anyways, Future is no longer, but this is Future. It is called Pledge Revive It Floor Gloss. What I'm going to do before I go ahead and move into the liquid talent, I'm going to take a fine foam brush. Now when you look for foam brushes, some of them are really porous and some of them are fine. This is a fine one. And I'm going to take my Pledge like this, and I'm going to put a little bit just on the edge, just like that. Okay. Now I got just a tiny bit on the edge. I'm going to go ahead and let's make sure that we are dry. I see one that is not worthy. Are we dry? Alright, so I got a little tiny bit of this Revive It on here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paint over these decals. And I'm going to go the whole side of the car here. And I'm going to leave it. Okay, it may look like there's a lot on there. There is, but it's going to quickly seal up and dry. And now my decals are underneath a coating. Okay, so it should look shiny like this. And I'll do the whole side so I'm blending it in. That's one. Go over here and do number 2. Get the whole side. And my decals are, it's only been 10 minutes. Now I'm going to just carefully dab, because I know that plate C, he was sealed in some weird way that his ink will come apart and he will just like disintegrate before your eyes. But I'm going to get a paint on there. Just like that. Make sure I get the whole side. That's 2. Get just a little more on here. I want to be very careful just to wet the edge. This is going to put a coating, which normally we would do with a spray, but if I was to spray gloss coat on it, it can be a bit harsh and a bit hard on the decals. This is not as hard on them, and it can, if you put enough on here and you make it smooth enough, it can eliminate the edge of your decals sometimes, not all the time. That's 3. Let's go back to number 1 here. He's curing up nicely. I'm just going to turn him over. I think we'll be okay. We will survive this one. And I will edge my brush again. I'll get the other side. I'll get this floor polish on here. Now remember, we started a while ago, but not that long ago. This is still a one-day job. We have gone from 0. The only thing I did, actually no, early this morning, well not early, maybe like 10 o'clock, I primered them. And I used a fast-drying white primer. Okay, then I waited like, I don't know, it wasn't even an hour. I put them at the drying station, which was a fan blowing on low. There's a done one. Okay, let's flip him over. He's almost dry. I almost did him twice. And there's no reason you can't do them twice if you want. If you're still seeing edges you don't like, go ahead and do it more. But like I said, doing something like this fast, it is not likely we are going to eliminate decal edges. They will still exist. And we will learn to live with it. We will not stroke out. We will not get overly excited, and we will not worry about mistakes. Okay, we got one side. Did we get the other side? Oh, we sure did, and it's almost done. Okay, now let's go on to this guy. He is getting close. I'm going to give him a little shot more. And like I said, these decals that I made, I believe I matte finished them with something really strong. And chances are there's going to be film showing through no matter what we do, just because these decals are definitely not my current standard. But they are what we had available to do this if we wanted to do it today. And that's what we wanted to do, is we want to do this whole thing today. Our goal is to see if we can do this fast enough that it can be done live with a bunch of people, which is going to be like herding a cat circus. Alright, there we go. Sealed up. We're now going to wait. I'll put them at the drying station. We'll wait a few minutes, and we will move on to the phase of Liquid Town. Okay, so remember, this is the stuff you get at the hardware store. This is basically, this is Future, and that's how you put it on. And it dries really fast, and then you are good to go. As long as you don't use something harsh over it that can dissolve acrylic, you will be good.